Hey radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Hurricane Beryl, the strongest hurricane, earliest ever in the hurricane season, is rolling through the Caribbean islands. Parts of Grenada were flattened in 30 minutes. Barbados, you've seen videos of ships just all sitting there on the beach. Just picked up ships and put them on the sand. Now, I think the trajectory of the hurricane is, cruising towards Mexico. No threat to us, but a catastrophic Category 5 storm.
Wow. Cat 5, that's a big one.
Cat 5, I don't know anything about hurricanes.
I think that's the biggest, isn't it?
Cat 5 is the biggest. Yeah.
So 165 mile an hour winds, tearing through homes, flattening places. I mean, people are going to just have to, figure out how to rebuild after this rolls through. Dangerous stuff.
We'll pray for him.
Absolutely. Jason Tatum is trending. He is the Boston Celtics player who just landed the largest NBA contract in history, I believe. $314 million through 2029 to 2030, that NBA season. $314 million to play a game.
I don't know how much of it is
Not so
guaranteed,
bad.
but yeah. But again, they wouldn't be paying him if they weren't making more than that.
Yeah,
a lot more than that.
26 years old,
Yeah.
$314 million. So the Boston Celtics player probably having a great day today.
Yeah.
And then
Maybe hungover.
Probably. And then everything else revolves around the Supreme Court and what they decided yesterday. And also the top trending topic is the U.S. national men's soccer team. They were kicked out of whatever World Cup soccer final global. I find the soccer system so incredibly confusing with the Premier League, the MLS. I can't make heads or tails of it, but I know the U.S. got kicked out.
Premier League is in
Europe, right?
They've also got the Europe Cup or whatever. I don't know what they do over there. It is kind of confusing.
It's extremely confusing.
Then they have the MLS and they have the national team, and I think the national team was playing in something called the Copa America.
That's what it was.
I don't know what that is.
I don't either.
I don't know if about soccer, but they're gone.
They're out 1-0.
I thought you meant they got kicked out. Like they were, rowdy and stuff, and they said you're out of the tournament or whatever.
You can't play anymore. You're getting too nuts.
You meant eliminated.
They were eliminated is probably the appropriate way to say it. So those are just a few things that are now trending.
There is a woman who has contacted us for group therapy. Her dad is having a party. It's a birthday party. Oh, but there's a little bit more to it than that. He's got a special invited guest. And she's not happy about it and may not be going. That decision kind of could fall to all of us in group therapy next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
This is one of the biggest weeks for Ace TJ Prime when it comes to winning awards. You can win all kind of cool stuff all the time playing Ace TJ Prime. But Riggins explained there's a 2-tier system to win because everybody who wins has a chance to win something else this week.
Double the prizes. So you don't have to do anything. Just sign up for Ace TJ Prime. It's totally free. You can do that at acetj.com/prime, and you're automatically entered to win great prizes. Like this week, we're giving away a $100 gift card to Fahrenheit in Charlotte, along with a year subscription to Ace TJ Prime Plus. So it's amazing.
And then everybody who wins is qualified for a second drawing that because we give away a bunch of prizes every week. Then everybody who wins is qualified to get a free night at the Hyatt Centric South Park Hotel.
Yep.
So,
which is an amazing hotel.
Great hotel. So it's a pretty sweet deal all the way around. So acetj.com/prime to get signed up.
It may not be the best therapy, but it's free.
You need many years of therapy.
This is group therapy on the Ace and TJ Show.
We do it every week at this time. If you have an issue, a problem, you need some free advice, just hit us up, DM us at the Ace TJ Show on any of our social media. You can always email us, acetj@acetj.com, but we don't always check that, to be honest with you.
I check it all the time.
Do you, Rob?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Okay. Just check. So here we go. This is this week's. This woman says, my dad is having a huge dinner party to celebrate his 50th birthday and his engagement to his new fiance. My dad expects my sisters and I to attend. They already told me they don't plan on going. This girl is 37 and she signaled the end of our family and my parents' marriage. My dad met his fiance at the golf course. She was the cart girl. At the time, my parents were trying to work on their marriage because my dad had been caught cheating on my mom with another woman. So, is this all the fault of this girl? No, I blame my dad. I mean, obviously, I still love my dad, but I don't feel like I need to celebrate his poor decisions. Oh, and I also found out the girlfriend used to be a bikini model. Yippee. I think she means fiance. Used to be a bikini model.
Yikes.
So, this is not the woman that broke up. This is not the woman with whom he cheated on their mom. But apparently her belief is the parents were trying to work on their marriage after dad had been caught cheating. Then he met this woman and decided, I don't want to work on the marriage anymore. This is who I've fallen in love with, and I want to be with this person who was the cart girl at the golf course. Okay for her not to attend the party?
Absolutely. Because you attend something like that to show your approval and celebration of what is happening. And since you don't approve and you're not going to want to celebrate it, then don't go. Trust me, someone who has an somewhat estranged relationship with his dad for the same type of thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And it's not going to hurt your dad. Don't think he's going to pick you over her in any situation.
You're saying he picks her every time?
Every time. Every time.
So at the Ace TJ Show, what are your thoughts? Results next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money. And it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719 or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So today's group therapy, it's a bit of a tricky situation. My dad is having a huge dinner party to celebrate his 50th birthday and his engagement to his new fiance. Dad's 50, she's 37, and according to the woman who contacted us, this woman signaled the end of our family and my parents' marriage. My dad met his fiance at the golf course. She was a cart girl. At the time, my parents were trying to work on their marriage because my dad had been caught cheating on my mom with another woman. So, is this all the fault of this girl? No, I blame my dad. Obviously, I still love my dad, but I don't feel like I need to celebrate his poor decisions. I also found out the girlfriend used to be a bikini model. Yippee. So,
don't hold that against
me. So what are your thoughts? What should they do? Well, Christina said, just keep in mind anything can happen to our parents as they get older. I had my dad's best friend of over 50 years die last week. He was healthy and in his 60s, golfed weekly, traveled often. Just make sure if you don't go, you won't regret it later in life. The man's 50. He's not, he's celebrating his 50th birthday. He's okay. Jennifer said, since he decided to combine his birthday with his engagement party, offer to take him out privately with your siblings for just a family birthday dinner. After the party, explain as politely as possible that you do love him, but you do not currently wish to support him in what he is doing.
It's like so dramatic. Thought like it's an intervention. Just saying, I'm not coming.
Yeah,
I'm not going to that.
What are the odds that they say, "Hey, Dad, we'd like to take you out for a family dinner party," and he says, "Well, we're engaged. She's family.
Yeah, she's my family.
She is my family."
Sit him down and have a hard.
Yeah.
You talk about a bikini model. He's engaged to a bikini model. Of course, it's ridiculous.
Here's an interesting one.
Stupid.
But that doesn't mean that she's hot, though.
No.
It also doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Not at all. But come on. I mean, we're diving a little too deeply in here. I think you need to sit him down and talk about his decision making.
Take a break. Well, here's another suggestion. Lauren says,
Hey.
You do not have to support your dad's poor decisions, even if it is his birthday. And all the people commenting, "What if it's his last birthday? You regret it," are focusing on the wrong thing. Meet with your dad privately for his birthday. Explain to him that you don't and won't pretend to support his decisions and forgo the party. He made his choice. Now he has to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he's addicted to heroin. I don't support these choices. It's like, give me a break. Come on.
Yeah,
See, I don't want to go to the Olive Garden on Friday. Be done with it.
Yeah, and he probably knows that they don't support it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Of course he does.
They left their mom, too.
Yeah. and several people said this, like Angie said, "I would feel like I was rubbing it in my mom's face if I went. No way I could support that." I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends on how long it's been, I think, since they separated and all that kind of stuff. But
Right in her
Yeah,
face.
and we don't know what the mom did either.
if the mom did anything.
Come on.
So
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Right.
So overwhelmingly, the sentiment here with the Ace and TJ Radio family is don't go. You don't have to go.
Yeah.
You should tell your dad why you're not going or that you don't support it and be nice and honest about it. But everybody says you don't worry about it. You don't have to go. And Riggins thinks because she's a bikini model.
I don't even go there.
That's
you know
what
I
you
didn't
said.
say. Right, Ace, you're trying to make something out of nothing here. I said it's ridiculous. Of course he's going to marry a bikini model because he's 50. Look at Ace. He did the same thing. She's not a bikini model, but she is now.
Some things that used to be common but just sort of vanished. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
The Johnson Group has been cleaning some of Charlotte's most prestigious businesses since 1985. Family owned and operated. Learn more at acetj.com/clean. It's first class cleaning with the Johnson Group.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
If you're not a member of Ace TJ Prime, you're missing out on the chance to win some big prizes this week. We give away prizes all the time. And they're all done secretly. Like, it just happens on the show, behind the scenes, that kind of stuff. So acetj.com/prime is where you go to get signed up. Cool stuff to win this week includes a $100 gift card to Fahrenheit, great restaurant in Uptown Charlotte, a year's worth of membership to Ace TJ Prime Plus. But the big thing is everybody that wins this week is then signed up for another drawing to win a free night stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park in Charlotte. Great hotel.
Double the prizes.
So acetj.com/prime. Get signed up because we're giving away that stuff. I think it's 4th of July is when we're giving all that stuff away.
Yeah.
And all kind of happens behind the scenes via email and everything. So it's kind of fun. There's a thread on Reddit that's pretty fun. Can you name something that used to be really common but just sort of vanished over time? For example, prizes in cereal boxes. Some still do it, but they said most have switched to QR codes where you get a link to the mobile app and you download the game for your phone or order whatever through the mobile app. Picture-in-picture TV. That used to be a big feature on TVs. I had a TV when I first got that big rolling TV that I had for a while that we've laughed about I couldn't get rid of. I had picture-in-picture, and I was like, this is crazy. But nobody needs it anymore. They said it used to be a huge deal watching two things at once, but now you've got your phone or an iPad or a computer and a TV. You don't need it.
Yeah, and the other show that you want to check is probably on a different streaming service.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yep. Voiceovers in movie trailers. I didn't really think about that one before, but movie trailers, you don't have the guy coming on in a world.
Oh yeah.
They should.
Yeah.
That was the best part of it.
I know, but most of them now are just movie clips, and then they put copy up on the screen for you to read.
R.I.P. Don LaFontaine.
He's a voiceover guy.
And he was the main one that did
The
it in
best
the world.
one.
The shoes with wheels on them, they're called Heelys. Still around, just they're not selling them anymore. But boy, they had a moment. They were scorching hot for a few years.
I just got some.
God, what I wouldn't give to see that. TJ on some Heelys. And I didn't
Hell
even-
on heels is what I call it.
And I didn't know about this one. Paid lunch breaks. When people used to work 9 to 5, they got their lunch break. The whole workday was 8 hours, including their lunch break. So they were paid for that hour that they were at lunch. Mm-hmm. So you actually worked 7, had an hour off in the middle of the day. Now most companies either go 9 to 6 or 8 to 5, and you take an hour for lunch, and you're not paid for that hour because they still get 8 hours of work out of you.
Boo-hoo.
Yeah, I don't know when that changed. So everybody just kind of took that one on the chin.
You'll be all right.
Well,
Y'all be all right.
You really don't get a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You get to sit at home all day and work.
I was just talking to somebody the other day saying that they were having trouble getting the people to come back into their office, and they've used that as a way to thin the herd, so to speak. Like, okay, if you're giving me a hassle about coming back, you've made yourself expendable.
Well, they sent them home in the first place. I don't really feel bad for these businesses that are like, we can't get people back. Well, you sent them home, and you're like, for it's a new hybrid situation. It's like, well, you did that. You did that. So yeah, you're gonna have a hard time getting them back.
Yeah, like, hey, come back after 3 years. I don't know.
No, I don't know. It was pretty cool.
We're gonna get the now trending coming to back.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money, and it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Currents is Lake Norman's #1 lifestyle magazine. Every month, Currents brings you the latest news on what's happening in the Lake Norman area. They've been serving the Lake Norman community for over 13 years. See the latest issue of Currents now at lncurrents.com.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
Hurricane Beryl is the top trending topic today. The Category 5 hurricane rolling through the Caribbean, just leaving devastation in its wake.
It's called Hurricane Beryl.
It's Beryl. So I think it's Beryl. Beryl.
Are they just not naming hurricanes after normal people names anymore?
I know. I thought it was kind of a goofy name. It's usually like, Irene or Florence or whatever.
Can they reuse names? They really shouldn't, should they?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, because
I wonder
Hurricane
if they were-
Hugo, you know that one.
Hurricane
that's copy.
Katrina, you would know.
Katrina.
Copyright infringement.
I wonder if they've just ran out of good B names.
Yeah, it might be.
Hey, we've used up, Bob, Bertha, Betty, Billy.
Yeah, so now it's just Beryl. And don't they go like male, female, male, female?
Yeah, they used to all be called female names.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then women complained about it. And so,
I don't blame them. What is that about?
because it's called a hurricane.
Oh.
Yeah, it didn't mean
not called a
anything. It was like,
hurricane.
it's called a hurricane. We'll just give them all
Yeah.
female names. Nobody really thought much about it. And they were like,
Same reason cars are all, and ships are always women's names. Well, not the same reason, but they are. And they don't complain about that.
Yeah, but the hurricane causes devastation. It's awful, and I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, I kind of get their point on that one.
I don't know. I got to stop before I say something conservative.
I get the complaint though.
It's the bell going off. Oh, getting too close. Getting too close.
So this week is the 4th of July. It seems to be sort of the common perception that everybody's not working on Friday now. I saw so many tweets and posts yesterday. People going, everybody have a great 3-day week because nobody's working on Friday now. I don't know. It's different in radio, but it doesn't seem like anybody is working on Friday.
Yeah, a lot of people are taking their personal day on a personal day on
which
Friday.
I totally understand.
Sure.
If you're going to take a day off, you might as well be on that Friday.
Do you think our founders work the very next day after all that partying and shooting in the air and celebration and all that? Nuh-uh, man.
Not.
They were laid out. Empty jugs beside them because they were drunk.
Needed to sleep it off a little bit.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense. But the day before, on tomorrow, the Powerball is up to $138 million. So a real reason to celebrate. $138 million for the Powerball.
Yeah, I say congratulations in advance to somebody in California.
Seems that way.
Maybe.
Where was the last big one? Oregon?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was a guy in Oregon that won the last one. That $1 billion one. It was in Oregon. He was huge.
And then there's a story out today that Ben and Jennifer Lopez are selling artwork from their marital home. Estimated value $60 million worth of art. I would not have pegged Jennifer Lopez as a great art appreciator. I don't know why, but I just can't see her I don't know. I just can't see it. But anyway, they got $60 million worth of art that they're now trying to sell. I bet it's all ugly, though. You know it is.
Yeah, I can't see him being that way either.
Yeah, not really. I don't see either. He's smoking cigarettes.
Right, that's what I was going to say. Anybody that's street smoking?
They're not into art.
Some people are still like the French and all that. They're smoking indoors and they're trying to look classy with it and all that. But if you're walking down the street smoking, you're not into art.
Yeah, smoking in a flannel t-shirt or a flannel shirt, it's a look. But those are just a few things that are now trending.
All right, what is it like to eat somebody?
Oh.
We're going to find out. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Well, here we are, another new year, and you're, again, going to try to lose that weight you've been needing to lose for a long time. Well, here's what you need. You need Calitrin to help. Because Calitrin is not a drug. No, not at all. It is natural and effective. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. When you buy 3 months supply of Calitrin, you will get 3 months free right now, and consistency is the key with Calitrin. So order it today at acetj.com/weight loss. It's Calitrin.
Create an unforgettable experience with the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com. Weddings, banquets, shows, expos, they do it all at the Cabarrus Arena. Learn more at cabarrusarena.com.
Don't just listen to the Ace and TJ Show. Watch it. Now available 24 hours a day on YouTube. Just search for Ace TJ TV. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Tonight is a shot in the dark. It's a 50-50 shot. Something cool will happen. It's my turn to host a Facebook Live thing called the TJ Fanaticos Experience is what it's called. And seeing how I have never successfully been able to get on any of our Facebook Live attempts, then that's what the show is going to be tonight, as to whether or not it actually works.
Just can TJ get on Facebook Live and host the event?
But if I can, it's going to be something. I mean, y'all are going to be going off on each other in the chat. Is that the proper lingo there, sure. Riggins? Yeah. I want to know what they think in the chat.
Yeah.
But first things first, I got to be able to get it working and get up there on Facebook Lives. So that's at 7 o'clock Eastern on tonight. Facebook Live. Now, you have to have Facebook as an application on your computer or device?
Yes.
Okay. Well, make sure y'all do that.
He said 50-50. I think it's like 70-30.
Against.
Maybe 80-20. Oh, absolutely against.
Yeah, I'm glad they have legalized gambling in our state now. People will be able to make a fortune. All right, there's a Guinness Book of World Records for the most prolific cannibal. It was a tribal chief in Fiji in the 1800s who ate between 872 and 999 people. They're not quite sure.
What?
But he did have some delicious spring water to wash it down with. That's where that Fiji water comes from, is from him eating people. But never knowing a cannibal personally, and you don't see any recipes or anything like that on social medias where people are barbecuing up, or putting on their Blackstone some human meat. I wonder if it works the same way that eating, say, a cow works, where the people who are most in shape are less flavorful than people who have fat in the meat. I would think it would, right?
Sure.
Yeah, it would be leaner. You think it would be leaner, tougher meat if they're more in shape?
And then less flavorful because the fat brings that flavor.
Yeah.
It's like the difference in a sirloin and a ribeye. I think I would be marbled perfectly if somebody were to eat a TJ steak.
You'd be an A5 Wagyu.
Oh, yeah. Wrap me in bacon.
Look at that marbling. He's a big marble.
Yeah, and I guess though it would be harder to deal with someone who's got layers of fat on them, because you would have to cut away a lot of that. You know,
It depends on what you would want to, what part you would want to eat.
where would the steak on a human come from?
Where does the steak come from? I have no idea.
I would assume the stomach area, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
good old like a good old turkey leg. You get a thigh.
Yeah, like a
You get a thigh.
Oh,
Like
my thigh would break somebody's teeth.
like a chicken thigh.
So if you're a cannibal, let us know, because we're dying to know these things.
Please.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck, or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
It's been a debate here for years.
Does great furniture look good?
Or does it feel good?
Does it fit the style of the room good?
Or does it sit good?
Well, after years of debate,
And years of research.
we've decided great furniture
Is good fitting?
and good sitting.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and get an Adirondack chair for just $279. In stock and ready to rock only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ Podcast and Radio Show.
Now, I'm an affectionate person. My name's TJ, and I'm an affectionate person. I'm a huggy kind of person. My wife's not. But I often wonder if it's that she's just not with me. You know, like, we've been together for 31 years almost, been married almost 30. But it could just be something about it. Could be my natural skint or something she just doesn't want to be up on, and things like that. But that's off topic here. There's a woman, though, who's very affectionate, and if her boyfriend doesn't return her affection by cuddling with her, it seems like she believes that he deserves to be assaulted. It's a 22-year-old woman named Julian Eugen, and she lives in Seminole, Florida. Sunday, after her boyfriend refused to cuddle, the report says she bit him in the face. They say it all started Saturday night when she tried to engage in some quote-unquote physical intimacy, and he wasn't interested. They say she got rejected again the next morning when she continually tried to cuddle with him. Then things got physical. She allegedly yanked his chest hair.
Oh, my God.
Ow. I'm guessing he had enough to just grab a handful.
Oh, God.
Yeah. scratched his face, and then bit him on the forehead. What? How you bite somebody's forehead? You can't really get a good grip on that, do you?
Wrestlers do it all the time.
Oh, they do?
You get the top of the head, it's like you kind of gnaw on it.
Mm. And then
seen it a million times.
Add insult to injury, she broke his phone.
Oh, come on now.
And that's probably the most distressing thing, because now he's got to go to the store and get a phone and download out of the cloud and just do the insurance.
So it doesn't say in the story, which is like media malpractice, why he wouldn't cuddle with her, what she did like that had him mad, because that'd be the only reason. You know, if you were getting along and this is your significant other, and they said, "Here, come here, give me a hug." You can just be defiant and go no, unless you're mad about something. Not saying it's her fault that he. Well, it is her fault that she attacked him,
but maybe,
allegedly.
But maybe he's just like laying on the couch watching TV. And just doesn't want me for a minute. Just let me sit here for a minute. I'm comfortable, please. Just let me relax. And don't.
But it
you
went
have to
on
come
to
lay
the
on,
next morning, though.
Don't come lay on top of me.
Well,
whatever.
I just hope my wife doesn't see this story, because if she bites me with those big old teeth she got,
oh my God, she might decapitate you.
I mean, it would be a full-on lobotomy if she bit me in the forehead. Good Lord, it'd be like a hippo biting you. I do think she could crush a cantaloupe in those teeth.
Yeah, just like a hippo. We should try that. What can she crush?
You think she'd be willing to try that? Let me on the phone. Can you crush this with your teeth for a minute? I'm going to feel it.
I think she'd do it and probably not even be offended that we asked her.
Yeah.
Thinking that she could.
You know how like when an alligator jumps out to get that meat and it just swings from it?
Do it like that?
You can try her like that.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get on that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money. And it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com. The Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
Meal delivery services are a big thing right now, but Table and Twine is your local meal delivery service. The meals are fresh, not frozen like national chains. Plus, their meals start at just $7.99 a serving. Take back that time in your day. Leave the shopping, preparation, and cooking to Table and Twine. Get details at tableandtwine.com. That's tableandtwine.com.
This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
Hey, don't forget to go get signed up for the Ace and TJ Prime and Prime Plus. The rewards this week are big, big, big. So much fun. What are the rewards again, Riggins?
A $100 gift card to Fahrenheit, and a year-long subscription to Ace TJ Prime Plus.
What? Yeah. Which is priceless. So go to acetj.com/prime to get signed up for that. So, Rob, is your girlfriend Meredith gone again? Is she still away from the house?
She just got back yesterday.
Okay. Because Rob's having a terrible time of it.
Is he?
Yeah. Bless his heart, he can't even use the microwave properly.
What?
Tell me what you did yesterday.
I was making my lunch, so I cooked I had hot dogs. When I cook them, I wrap them up in a paper towel and slice them so they don't explode, right?
Yeah,
and,
the weenies.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they finished cooking, and I went to grab them, and they were way too hot, and I just dropped them on the floor.
Because you did it in the microwave.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I wasted good hot dog yesterday.
And then you just had to start over?
I had to start over.
You couldn't pick that hot dog up and washed it off or something?
No, because she hadn't been home yet, so it was not clean.
So, the floor, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it was not like awful dirty, but I just knew I hadn't swept or vacuumed anything.
But don't you have a machine that is supposed to be able to cook weenies and buns and all, and steam buns and all that?
I did
perfectly.
I did purchase one. However, it was not allowed to come with me to my new abode.
Oh, so when you were living with your cousin, it was okay, but when you and Meredith moved in together, she said no.
She said, "Do not bring that. Do not bring that hot dog cooker."
Why not?
Why?
I don't know, because she doesn't like. She doesn't. We really don't have space for it, to be honest with you. But
She was spot on with that. But we've been talking about that hot dog toaster for 2 years.
Yeah.
You never
I
mentioned
never
that.
knew that. Always thought you had that in the house now.
I'd only ever used it once, to be honest with you.
Is it a rotisserie type thing like at the convenience stores, or is it a
It's a toaster.
just a toaster thing? So you put weenies down in a round hole in a toaster looking thing?
Yeah,
and then the buns beside it?
The bun never fit in the hole properly.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't think that. I've seen those things, and I wouldn't think they work that well. But you can get those little mini rotisserie ones that steam the buns underneath, just like at a convenience store.
Meredith's not going to
She's not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame her, though, because, you know, the air fryer drama that they have all the time, because he wants to leave it on the edge of the counter,
Where it
and all
belongs.
she's asking is that when he's finished with it, push it up against the wall, and, you know, and he has to be a baby about that, so... Imagine what you give him other small appliances, what he's going to do. He probably have that hot dog thing sitting on the coffee table with an extension cord run to it.
Look like a bunch of little Hot Wheel cars lined
Yeah.
up at the edge. You just put, everything's pushed to the edge of the counter.
I'm looking at this hot dog rotisserie thing. I need one of these for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you need to get Meredith's permission.
No, it'll be fine. I'll wait till she's gone another week.
This man will do anything to not turn on that stove. I mean, he's cooking pizza in the air fryer. He's cooking hot dogs in a toaster or in a microwave. That stove. He's just
Like,
no, thank
I
you.
can't
But
use
I-
that stove.
No.
I think millennials will always try to do anything they can in an air fryer.
I
though.
love it.
Y'all love that.
It's the best.
Mamma
Even when it's
mia.
not suited for it. We're going to bake a cake in the air fryer.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin. If you want all of the heating, air, and electrical work in your house done by the very best, then you need Bradham Brothers. They've been a family business thriving for over 50 years, and that means they're doing something right. Go to Bradham Brothers.
If it's trending, it's here now. This is Now Trending with Riggins on the Ace and TJ Show.
This story is on every major news publication today. Jamie Foxx talking about what he was dealing with while he was in the hospital. And the big quote is he was gone for 20 days. Didn't exactly spell out what was happening to him. A lot of people think it was a stroke, but he has not come forward and said that's true. So
What he said was he had a headache, went to a friend, got an Advil, and then he was gone for, it's quote, gone for 20 days, end quote. So apparently he seems to have no recollection of what happened. He must have been, I think he was in a coma for those 20 days, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And that the doctor told him there was something wrong in his head, but he wouldn't specify exactly what it was.
A semicoma?
that's what you heard. July 4th is trending. People already getting excited about the holiday on Thursday.
Yes, you should.
At 100%.
It's America's birthday.
Absolutely.
Time to celebrate.
America.
Whatever the problems are, whatever's going on, we're still America. And we're still blessed to be in the greatest country in the world.
Absolutely.
And don't stick it, Denmark.
What?
What did Denmark do?
I don't know. People always talk about, Denmark's better, Norway's better. Shut up.
Do they?
Yes, they do all the time. All those surveys, all those countries are always better. And they don't do jack squat. It's, never mind. I don't have to.
That's ace.
That's just me.
That is ace.
We're going to have one very upset Dutch
I was
listener.
about to say, TJ loves the
Oh, I'm not saying.
Don't drag me into it.
I think they're
People
awesome.
complain about me being on the right side of things.
I'm we're all
I
very
can't do
blessed
it.
to be Americans,
Can't do
whatever
it.
the problem is. So whatever the situation, celebrate just being in America.
Absolutely.
If you're here legally.
Oh,
okay.
I just threw that in.
do it in TJ's voice now. Just kidding. So that is on Thursday. Everybody's taking off on Friday. Big Powerball jackpot happening on Wednesday night.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, maybe something for Ace.
Come on, baby.
And then Jason Tatum just landed the largest NBA contract extension in NBA history, $314 million. He's 26 years old. God bless him.
Good for him. Congratulations.
Absolutely. There's a fireworks stand in Kentucky that got the most unexpected visitor of all time yesterday. I'll tell you all about it coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies is here, and we're talking about home improvement. That doesn't just mean, like, my wife thinks our home would improve if I left it. That's not what that means, is it?
Yeah, for Jody, that would probably help her out. But for everybody else, we need a sun deck or they want a backyard kitchen. It's an easy phone call to 704-800-4719 or log on to homewithrichard.com.
Now, you've got the money in your home. Let Richard find it. HomeWithRichard.com. It's the Richard Toccato Companies.
Richard Toccato Companies, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
When it comes to buying or selling a house, there are all kinds of people that can help you do that, but not like the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. They are so much more than just real estate salespeople. Find out by going to acetj.com/Temple team.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So as TJ mentioned earlier, he will probably be on Facebook Live tonight. I shouldn't even say probably. He's hoping to be on Facebook Live tonight as part of the TJ's Fanatico experience.
I know I'll be tuning in.
Just to see?
Yeah. Well, no, just so he can jump in and cover it when I can't get on.
Yeah, it might turn into the Ace at Large experience.
We're going to sit there and watch and wait and see what happens.
I mean, all eyeballs are going to be on that. But that happens at 7 p.m. tonight on Facebook at the Ace TJ Show. Make sure you like our page and follow us on social media. So we'll see how that goes. So David Spade, TJ's a big fan of David Spade. He's seen him do stand-up a couple of times live. David Spade, obviously, his most famous role probably Joe Dirt, right?
Yeah.
To me, he's Joe Dirt, and he was doing stand up in Kentucky, and since it is 4th of July week, he said, "I got to go find a fireworks stand," because one of the most famous scenes in Joe Dirt is when he goes up to the guy selling fireworks. I laugh at it every single time I see it. And he delivers that great, what, you ain't got no honky lighters, you ain't got no whisker biscuits, you ain't got no spleen splitters with or without the scooter stick. I mean, he says, I gotta go find a fireworks stand. So he goes into Western Kentucky, finds this rural fireworks stand and said, I'm gonna go say hi to him. And these people, imagine, you're in the middle of nowhere and then Joe Dirt walks up and starts asking you about your fireworks. So he documents the whole thing on his Instagram page. It's really good. And the woman says, well, no, I need to show you The Godfather. And he's like, what's that? He's like still a Hollywood guy. He's like, what's that? And she takes him over to a box of fireworks that, I'm not kidding, is probably 8 feet tall.
What?
And a foot deep. And he goes, how much is that? And she's like, $8.99. It's marked down from $1,300. He goes, oh, $899? She goes, yeah. You have never seen a box of fireworks like that one. So it was pretty amazing. Do you guys do the boxes of fireworks on 4th of July?
No, I haven't done fireworks on 4th of July in years.
You don't do
fireworks person.
Yeah,
we not out on the driveway?
We couldn't do them where we used to live, and so, no.
Oh, because you guys were...
Like after I've seen 2 minutes of a fireworks show, I'm like, okay, I've seen it. Let's go back in the house.
What kind of Southerners are you guys?
4th of July in Louisiana, always. And I did them, probably when my kids were in middle school. We did them, in the driveway, in the street. It was awesome.
Time to bring them back.
You know it.
Big controversy in our state coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're here with our friend Richard Toccato from the Richard Toccato Companies. And, Richard, people have credit card bills, and they need to use that equity, don't they?
That's right. Use the equity in your home, restructure your debt, save yourself a bunch of money. And it's easy. We've got the instant equity. It's simple. They make you an offer. You can close in 4 days, get your money that quick. Ace, you've done it.
Yeah, I've done it. It'll change your life in virtually no time. Starts with a free 5-minute phone call, 704-800-4719, or online at homewithrichard.com, the Richard Toccato Company.
Richard Toccato Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, NMLS number 38652.
They say there are only two things certain in life: sweet deals at Sweet Dreams and taxes.
And only one of those is certain this month.
Which one?
The sweet deals at Sweet Dreams.
What about the taxes?
No sales tax the entire month of April at Sweet Dreams.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And don't call me Shirley.
Love where you live, Lake Norman, and pay no sales tax during the month of April. Only at Sweet Dreams Furniture and Mattress.
Live each weekday on your radio, anytime you want, wherever you get podcasts. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So this story is kind of crazy, and I've been fascinated with it for about 2 months now. So remember, I was talking about it a while back on the show. There's this stingray named Charlotte at the Hendersonville Aquarium, and it was
in North Carolina.
In North Carolina, yeah. And they said it was pregnant, but then they came out and said it had a reproductive disease, even though it's a male stingray, I believe. And now that Charlotte, the TikTok's most famous stingray, has died. And a lot of scientists are saying this was all clickbait in the first place. This would have been impossible. And now people are accusing the aquarium of killing the stingray.
Oh, gosh.
There's no evidence to suggest that they would kill their own animal. But wouldn't it make it delicious if they did? That they said, we're tired of getting this bad press, so we're going to snuff out the stingray. Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
No.
No, you're right. It wouldn't.
That would not be amazing.
It would be the next Tiger King.
Exactly. It probably didn't happen.
You really wish it did.
I've watched a lot of TikToks in the last 24 hours. People are making a case for it. That's all I'm going to say. So the Powerball is tomorrow night. $138 million cash value. I think just over $90 million. What would you not change even if you won $90 million? Like, what part of your life would stay exactly the same? Because everybody has it. Like, I'd definitely buy a bigger house. I'd buy a different car. I'd go on more vacations. But what in your life would stay exactly the same? And when I was thinking about this question, I thought of Rob. Regardless of what he's doing or how much money he has, he's always going to be going through the drive-thru at Little Caesars. Like, that's his pizza. He's not going to upgrade his pizza.
Oh, no. There's nothing better to me.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing better to him.
That's not true. Don't come at me, but...
No, I think it is true. You would not.
I love it. I would still get it, but I'd probably get some fancier pizzas as well, just to give them a shot.
It's just in the rotation of Little Caesars. What in your life would not change? Can you think of a single thing? It's really kind of difficult to do.
Yeah, I don't think I'd change a lot. I mean, I'd still come to work every day.
Yeah, but you would get a different house, right?
Yeah, I'd get a different house.
You get a different car.
Because I hate my car. I would
hate your car.
Yeah, not a lot would change, I don't think, really.
I'd play more games.
I think you would change more than anybody, Ace.
No, I'd be a lot more relaxed. But
that's a big change.
Yeah, maybe.
Fair.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
When it comes to losing weight, sometimes you don't even know where to start. You know that it needs to happen, but you need some help. Well, you start by going to acetj.com/weight loss and ordering Calitrin. Calitrin is scientifically proven to help you lose weight, and it is not a drug. It is not a drug. Repeat that. So here's what you do. You go to acetj.com/Calitrin, order 3 months, and then you'll get 3 months free. 4 months, 4 months free. That's how it works with Calitrin.
Available when you want it, how you want it. This is the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show.
So get signed up for Ace TJ Prime. It's totally free. acetj.com/prime. We're giving out 2 prizes this week. A $100 gift card to Fahrenheit in Uptown Charlotte. Great restaurant, 21 floors above the city. Beautiful. And then a year-long subscription to Ace TJ Prime Plus. which somebody said was priceless, but
priceless.
We do have a price on it if you're interested. I think it's like $49, but close enough. And we're giving those away later this week, so you don't have to do anything to earn points or anything like that. Just get signed up for Ace TJ Prime at acetj.com/prime, and it's double the prizes this week. So once you win the first prize, you have an opportunity to win a one-night stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park Charlotte, a beautiful modern hotel in the South Park neighborhood. It's awesome. So acetj.com/prime to win that stuff. And then tonight, TJ's doing the TJ Fanaticos experience. Maybe. Highly unlikely. I'll be honest. I think it's highly unlikely that you're going to be able to get on.
Yeah, I do too.
So
but I'm going to keep trying. Every time it's my turn, I'll keep trying.
But isn't that the definition of
insanity?
Insanity?
Yeah.
Expecting a different result after doing the same wrong thing.
It doesn't sound like he's expecting a different result.
Yeah,
but I know how
true.
badly the people want it.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm trying for my own benefit. It's because I'm going to keep fighting for the people.
Yeah.
I know they're desirous of that.
Yeah. So
they're mildly desirous.
7 p.m. tonight, maybe TJ will be on. We'll see.
Yeah, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 p.m. Eastern,
Yes,
correct.
7 p.m.
Right.
Eastern tonight on the Ace and TJ Facebook page.
Yeah.
At the Ace TJ Show.
So do you guys know, I got a dirty little secret about myself. I don't wash any of my fruits or vegetables when I bring them home from the store.
Yep.
Except for potatoes, because they have visible dirt on them.
Mm-hmm.
None of them. Blueberries, strawberries, I don't wash a thing. But do you know why people are supposed to wash vegetables?
Because of pesticides?
Incorrect.
Okay. Bugs?
No.
Wow.
No, it's just bacteria. They said the pesticide is already in it, and they said it's totally safe. They've measured it all. You're not rinsing off any pesticides. They're going to stay on there whether you rinse them or not. It's just for the bacteria.
Oh, well, good.
But other people have said higher levels of those pesticides increase likelihood of cancer. So I feel like this is big fruit saying,
not big fruit.
Don't worry about it. Big fruit.
Not big fruit.
It's big fruit saying that. So
you don't wash anything?
Nothing.
Just potatoes?
Just potatoes. Okay. That's all I got.
Okay.
What, TJ? You okay?
I can't say.
Okay.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, radio family, we've got a new way to win. Ace TJ Prime Rewards. Win great stuff like gift cards, Ace and TJ merch, concert tickets, and exclusive money can't buy experiences. Win it all with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. It's so easy. Download the Ace and TJ family app in your app store or at acetj.com/app and start winning with Ace TJ Prime Rewards. New winners every week. Fun and free. Get the app and play Ace TJ Prime Rewards. We always knew you were a winner. Now it's your chance to prove it. Get the app today.